Hello.
Sorry, everybody.
Don't worry. We can be a few minutes late. Oh,
Sorry.
6 minutes late. Yikes.
Yeah,
Sorry
we
about that, guys.
never had like technical difficulties. I guess it happens to everybody. I was just like, what happens with when this happens? Like, what's wrong? It's like weird. Like I didn't know how to mute my. It's like the whole laptop was muted. I was like, what?
How'd
So
you
I
do
went to
that
the.
one?
I have no clue. So I had to go into settings and be like, okay.
Mhm.
And it says like troubleshoot. It said troubleshoot. I'm like, okay, whatever, just troubleshoot. And it did a little thing. It says, oh, audio muted, fixed. I'm like, really? Like, I don't see a mute. Oh, technology.
Mm.
But I'm glad we were able. I'm glad we're on.
Yes, yes. Well, I think that's par for the course for hump day, though.
True, true.
Okay.
Everything can't go perfectly all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. So you want to welcome everybody in the room?
Let me see what I see. Sorry, everybody. We see Queen B's here. Ronnie Lambert's here. I see Jenny M. Hey, Black Lavender, Turn Moz. Thank you for being here. JC Bear's here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Gina B, Queen B. Who else? Trey's here. Bobbles, good to see you. I think that's everybody. Oh, Lorene Brown made it. Yay. Hey. So I think that's everybody for now.
Okay. So everybody, thanks for coming in today. Please show some love. Hit the thumbs up button or the thumbs down. We like either one. Leave a comment. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. So, all
Hey,
right.
Debbie, give me 1 second. I'm
Okay.
gonna drop this link just to get us started, to get this out the way. Notifications. All right. There we go. All right, guys, just a quick announcement. Like I mentioned earlier, that we're working on a new project. So the link that you see is to the new project. So it's our second channel. It's not going to be live or anything like that, just uploads. And what it is, it's a channel for creators. So typically, as smaller creators, it's hard to get your stuff out there. The algorithm just doesn't like it because you don't have really too much there. So this is a website for smaller creators. So if you know anyone who like you think is a creator that you like, please send them our way. You can send them a link to the channel. They can look at it. And if they want to be a part of the community, all they have to do is email us a video upload request, and we will upload their videos to that channel. The goal is to grow our channel, but help people grow their channels as well, because we're pretty much all in the same place. So that was the project. Please check it out. Please subscribe to push. Hopefully, get more people coming in. Like I said, like we're open to any and all creators. Please let them know. Ideally, we'd like them to have like under 1,000 subscribers. But any channel you'd like that's under 10,000, please let them know, and we're happy to help them out. So when you subscribe to the channel, what's going to happen is every time we upload a video, it's not going to be one of our videos. It's actually going to be from another creator. And we've told the creators to put their channel name um, in the title, and we'll also be doing some behind the scenes stuff to help them as well. So that's the project. Check it out. Let us know what you think, and let's get started.
Wait, the name of the channel. You forgot.
Oh,
It's
I'm so
called
sorry.
Newish.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just click on the link. Yeah, it's called Newish. It's a channel by creators for creators.
Yeah, and it's kind of like I take it like networking for all creators. small and medium-sized creators, so that we could all get together, see best practices. Like if I have a question, we could put it in comments, and like help each other out on this very, very huge platform, because it can be overwhelming at times, and you feel like as an independent creator, you might get lost in the shuffle, you know?
Right.
And
Oh,
it's just a place to get together, that's all.
and to collaborate, because I think a lot of
Mhm,
smaller creators, they're afraid to reach out to slightly bigger creators. They're like, oh, they won't want to work with me because I'm too small, and it could be a little bit defeating. But this is a perfect. We like it because it could be a place to where you can just come together. If you on the same channel, you're like, okay, like maybe you'll be more open. To answer Gina B's question, Gina B, it does not matter what kind of content. We're welcoming everybody.
mhm. And even if you're not a creator, even if you're just someone who likes to watch, like, various channels, this might be a place for you to explore new and lesser known content, that might interest you. So, for the creator and the watcher as well, this might be a
Right.
cute little site for you.
Exactly, because you may not, because you may find creators you would not have found because they will probably won't show up in your recommended because they're too small.
Mhm, and they're not,
Hey, Willow,
catching on to those algorithms, those damn
algorithms.
algorithms. Ugh.
That was the biggest complaint I've seen. Is like I'm not getting out there because the algorithm. And it's nice
Mhm.
that when other channels shout other channels out, but it's not a consistent thing. It's not reliable. Like people will
Mhm.
forget. But when you have a channel that's a place that people can go to, and every time we upload a video, it'll be pretty much a different creator for the first couple of months. It's kind of exciting because then even if they're new subscribers, they'll get the alert, they'll go to the channel, and then they'll see all these other creators. So we just thought it would be a cool thing to like help other people who are in the same position we are. Like, why not help them and also help ourselves? So we just launched it last night. Debbie did the logo. She did all of that. Like it was just my idea. So I'm just grateful to her that she was willing to to help me out. And like I said, it will be all uploads. We won't be doing anything lives off of that channel. If some people want to collab off that channel, we'll allow them to, but it won't be anything from us. It'll just be uploads. So
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. We are hoping people reach out, and we just want to let you guys know what's out there. Thank you so much.
Jamal, JC Bear, what is a ranimator? I'm I have no idea what this is.
I don't know what a reanimator is.
JC Bear, what is it? The word looks funny. I just want to know. Is this for real, or are you just pulling my leg?
Oh, to answer Gina B's, is it hard to get monetized? Gina B, so what YouTube requires is you have to have 1,000 subscribers
Mhm.
and 4,000 watch hours, subscriber watch hours to be eligible. So it starting out, it is very difficult.
Mhm.
It's there's tough thresholds. Like so for us, I think we're farther ahead in the watch hours, which means people are actually watching the content, they're pretty much watching this way through. But our subscribers are matching that pace. But then you have people who have the subscribers, but not the watch hours. So it's tricky. So what we are trying to do, we're trying to bring the two worlds together by exposing subscribers to more creators they probably wouldn't find. And as they more subscribers come in, ideally they would check out maybe one or more channels and then like them.
Animator.
You
Sorry,
mean
I said
animators?
that. Yeah, I said that out loud.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. So yeah, that's what it's about. That's what we've been working on for like the last. So it's been in my head for about a month or two. I just didn't know how to make it happen. I didn't think it was possible. But then it started coming together over the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, okay. Then over the last couple of days, I'm like, okay, this is really coming together. So let me put it out there to Debbie. I sent her everything. I'm like, what do you think? I said, this is all it's going to be uploads only, nothing too tricky. And she was down, and she understood where I was coming from. So I'm grateful.
Yeah, because it wasn't extra work for me.
Like Debbie did it so fast. I was like, oh my! I just told her like I like something a logo to be simple, black, white, and red, and that's it. And she came with all that stuff, and I was like, this is perfect. And I sent it to some other creators. They're like, whoa, the logos are really professional. I'm like, Debbie did that, not me. That's not my thing. I'm a creative guy. I can have ideas, but I'm not very good with the creative stuff. So I'm happy that she was able to do it. Like it was a one shot deal too. Like she nailed it the first time. So when you guys get a chance, please check it out. As it grows, you'll be introduced to more and more creators. So that's the part I'm really excited about.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's also like a lot of trash, but there's a lot of good stuff. And the problem with it is that there's so much content on YouTube. A lot of times people just don't get recognized and they don't fall into these God almighty algorithms. So who knows? You might find your next best creator there, with content that you never thought that you would explore or even like. So yay, congratulations, Jamal.
Granny's the channel's called Newish.
Oh yeah. Okay. And we'll add that link to the description of this video after the show. Okay?
And Debbie, is it possible to add the link into our own channel as a second channel? That way people see it, they can.
I think
Can we
so.
add that?
I
Okay,
think so.
perfect.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's trial and error for me.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Ebony Diggs. Algorithm is the life and death of most creators on this platform.
Yes,
It truly is. Um,
I reached
but
out to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, but for people who really want to make this their livelihood, it's critical that they get to learn all of these things.
Yes, because I found a creator through another creator, and like, she said like she likes this guy and or this creator, and they have a similar style. I think the smaller creator, um, is inspired by the larger creator, so I went to the smaller creator. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is really good. So I like different kind of stuff, and it's an art creator, and at that point they only had like 20 subscribers. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe. Like you're recommended by this creator who I enjoy. So I subscribed and then I sent them a note to like, I really like your content. Please check out our channel. I hope you send an upload request. So yeah. So what it is all people have to do is email their video to us and we just upload it. That's it. And then once the upload is done, an alert goes out to the subscribers, and hopefully everyone checks out the video. And then if they like the video, they'll go to that subscribers page and subscribe. So that's in our minds. That's how it works.
Yeah. Just passing along what we found here in our little community. That's all.
Exactly. Hey, Angiel.
Hi. Okay, so on to Real Housewives of Johannesburg.
Oh yeah, it was.
Okay, so season 1,
Oh
episode 2, a
yeah.
real private jet. Go.
I was just. I don't know. Crystal disappointed me because
Oh,
she had
why?
somewhat. Because she had some ways out of it. Oh, here's what you do when you're rich. Here's what you can do. I would just honestly, if I have a $20 million property or its value, you got some money. I have fronted. I would have either rented a jet, asked a friend for a jet, or I would make some excuse like, you know what? Somehow, like there's confusion with the scheduling. The jet is unavailable. I'm paying for all of us to go first class, and then I made sure to have decked out party bus to get us from the airport to the
The
spot.
village. Okay, so here's my problem with Crystal.
Mhm.
Crystal knew she was lying, but to be a good liar, you have to one, remember your lies and research a little bit first if you're
Hmm.
going to drop a doozy like this. But she was just too busy trying to be like better than everybody else or
Right.
those people, as she's very often
Yeah.
saying.
Right.
And she just had no idea. She said, "Oh, I'm getting a Learjet." And what's her name? Naledi got her from
Hmm.
the get-go. She's like, she's not flying over there. There's no airport to fly a private jet into.
Right.
The closest one is 3 hours away, so you
Three
might as
hours
well
away.
drive. So, like, she didn't even do her basic research. And then she started backpedaling so bad. And the thing
Stupid.
is that in her confessional, she was saying, I when she got invited to the vegan
Hmm.
event, she's like, I really don't want to go because these women are just going to want to get on my private jet. Well, you said you had one. And then
Right.
she tried to turn it on the lady by saying it's saying it's her event. She should have chartered a jet. It ain't got nothing to do with who should have chartered
No.
what, when, where, why, how. You lied about a jet. You lied about a
Exactly.
party bus, and Madame was not letting it go.
Nope. She was
I
mad, but
I love
if I'm gonna
Madame.
put right, I love her, but if I was Crystal, I'm like, if we gonna really talk about let's talk about it. I don't remember inviting you any of you anyway. If we want to have a conversation, because there's no all Crystal said was, "Well, I'll be going on a Learjet." She said, "I will be going." She never extended an invitation to any of the other women, so that's why I'm mad at her because you had too many outs to get out of that.
No, but when you
She did,
talking Lear jets
yeah,
and it's that small of a group, you best
yeah.
be ready to open up and start issuing boarding passes.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
but here's the thing. I said I was going. How y'all get there is on you. You may ask me, "Can you come on my plane?" And I might let you. But for y'all to get mad over something that you were never invited to, I'm like, I understand. I understand both sides, but I'm not gonna get mad over something I wasn't invited to. So, but she messed up. Why even say something like that? That's why you don't put your foot in your mouth like that. Like, you don't have no plane. Just be like, I'm flying commercial, and just let it go.
I don't know.
I'm flying commercial. And I'm taking the Uber.
Madame was not letting it go. Madame says she was cramped. Then the van is not a party bus like how you said with a dance floor. It is a van that is in my garage that my gardeners use.
That van, I was like
Uh,
mad. I was mad at that part. Like, if you gonna try to clean up a situation, you should make sure you have the best party bus, like going to the village. They should have never seen anything like that come roll up their dirt road street, because that I'm like, that
honestly,
looks like
and
that
then
looks like from Enterprise.
during the drive over, Christelle's leaning over to Madame. Are you okay? If she, I wish she would have taken off her shoe and beat her with it. I swear, the look she gave her was
Mm-hmm.
priceless. These women just don't play, um, and they don't hold their tongues either.
Mm-mm.
Um, yeah, but they called her on her BS. um from like even before she started backpedaling, like it seems like they were all laughing at her
Mm-hmm.
about it because like all of
Yeah.
them were in on it, like they knew. And I think that's, and they were pushing her on it because they knew that
Right.
you can't fly a jet there.
Right. And they weren't. And they like. And she just never just said like, "Look." She she instead of saying like, "Oh, it was a joke," you guys should know. They're like, "No, you like, she should say, I was fronting." I said it. I said it fronting. But yeah, no, there's no jet. And they would have accepted her. They would have laughed with her. They like, and they would go along. They're like, you know what? We knew he was lying. And like that's the thing with me, JC Bear. Like when you lie, you put them in. Y'all go first class. You don't go commercial. I was mad at that. I was
Yeah.
mad for the other ladies for that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
This was in
it was
first
one
class.
thing after another.
Mhm.
And then they got to the hotel. Now the hotel wasn't Crystal's fault, to be fair,
No, no, no.
but I really didn't like we really didn't get to see the hotel because they got to the
Right,
parking lot and they decided no, there's a luxury hotel somewhere further down the road. We're going to
right,
that and we're not staying at this is like a car wash. I was like,
right.
"Oh my god, really?" But it didn't seem that bad to me from the parking lot.
I think it was the tents that threw them out. They couldn't handle the tents. And my thing is this though, like just because someone there's a group booking, like I've gone on trips with a group,
Mhm.
and the thing is this: I do my research,
Mhm.
and I've done this. Like, where's this hotel? Where are we supposed to be?
Mhm.
How many stars is this? Yeah, I can't do it, and I just didn't do the group booking. And then I've had people like, well, Jamal, why don't you like use the group booking? I'm like, I can't stay everywhere. I'm sorry,
Well, you
but
know what it is? I think they were so focused on trying to bust Cristal on this Lear
right,
jet that they forgot all about the hotel. And Nalidi has a group booking at the hotel, and
right,
they were welcome to stay there. And when they confronted her about it at the party, she was
mm-hmm,
very quick to say, I'm sorry that you didn't like it. However, I booked that hotel for my group because
mm-hmm,
of the closeness to the party venue. It was for
mm-hmm,
convenience. You know, I am not offended that you went elsewhere, and I hope you're having a wonderful stay. And it was shut down. It was shut down. And I
yeah,
saw a different side of her. Like at from the first episode, I thought she was quiet. I thought she was not going to be
mm-hmm,
memorable. But this episode, like her event for her mother's 50th birthday, seeing the
mm-hmm,
village that she came from, you got to learn a little bit about who she is, where she comes from, because they left from South Africa and they went to Botswana to
mm-hmm.
her family's village, and she prepared this big celebration for her mom's 50th birthday, and it was
That
really
was so cool. It
mhm.
was really great, and I like the fact that like Burnett tried to stir the pot, and she just couldn't do it. She
Yes.
can handle it. She can handle it.
Yeah, well, she was trying to go around and
I
everybody else was
enjoyed
going forward and pulling back.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was just like, "Why are you trying to do it different?" But she got stuck. But then, Naledi came up and she didn't forget where she came from. It
yeah.
was good.
Let me show you how we do this back here in the backwoods of Botswana. Here we go. And she just jumped on in. I'm like, this is cool.
Mhm.
This is
It was
really
it
cool.
was a really nice event. The ladies had their own table so that they could, destroy Cristal. Um, I noticed that Lindy wasn't such a chatterbox this episode, which was very good.
Yeah.
I guess she knows which battles to jump into, and she stayed
Hmm.
clear of this one. Um, And at the end, like after they were picking on Cristal, and Cristal made very lame attempts at lying again, um, they started partying the night away.
They had
It
a good
looked
time.
it looked like a great fet. I ain't gonna lie, it looked wonderful.
Is
Um,
it? I have a question real quick.
mhm,
So the Williams, the first two episodes alone, for
mhm,
some reason, like we've pretty much talked about the whole episode already,
mhm,
but it seems like the production was so good and like the story just moved so well.
mhm,
Like it's like there's a lot there, but you can capture it all in short bursts. Like when I feel like when we review other shows and give our commentary, it feels like we have to. There's so much to dissect because like probably because they're overproduced and there's so many ways it could go. These stories, like I feel like this story's like it just goes along. Like I can follow everything easily. There's not too
mhm.
many places it could go. So I'm enjoying it. I enjoy what is it, Chef Inti? I
Yes,
like her.
Is she a friend of the show?
She's a friend of Burnett and was it Naledi?
Naledi,
That went
yeah,
to the
because they went to her photo shoot.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a friend to the show.
I got a little confused because remember when Mercy and Madame were saying like they were planning vegan party that
Mhm.
nobody came to?
No, it's
um,
amazing.
yeah, nobody came to her poor little vegan party. I thought Chef Nettie or NT is NT. I think it's NT.
In NT, yeah,
Yeah, Chef
NTI.
NT. Yeah, I thought she was going to be the chef, but
Mm-hmm.
she's actually doing a cookbook, and that's what the photo shoot was for the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she seems very interesting. Like she seems like the level-headed one in this group.
Right.
She isn't like I don't get the impression that even if she is super rich, she's not bawling all the time. Um, so yeah, I liked her a lot, and she came along on the Botswana trip, which was fun.
Mhm.
And she was a good person to balance the different factions of this argument that happened at the birthday party. And again, like we said, Mercy did plan this vegan party to introduce
Mhm.
um, all of the ladies to her lifestyle because she just
Mhm.
celebrated a year of being vegan and she wanted to show them what the cuisine was like. Now, she
Right.
said she was going to be cooking all of this, but then the day
Mhm.
of this disaster, she wound up getting it catered. And then it was raining. It had been raining for several days. And apparently, the ladies don't know how to drive in the rain. And the
Right.
only one who showed up was Cristal.
Here's my thing, and I'm gonna say this: I'm like, go vegan. It's all you. I support you. Um, I mean, I tried to do the vegan thing myself. It lasted about 4 hours. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just, I mean, like I can do. I'm dead serious. I said, like, because a friend of mine is vegan. I'm like, okay, like like you should try it. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, like I can roll with you. I said I will try. I'll say I can probably get through 3 days, 4 hours, 4 hours. So
Mhm.
one, I will be honest, it's too much to think about. I gotta think about the food first and what's it made of. Um, like what's it made of, what's it made of. That's just too much thinking for me. I don't want to think that much about my food. So I could do the vegetarian thing. I could roll the vegetarian thing for a couple days. That's pretty easy because I could have my cheese, I could have all the vegetables, I could have milk. I could work with the vegetarian. Vegan is just too much thought. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking that much over some food. First of all, bacon is my own food group in my pyramid, so that's number one. Butter has its own line as too. So therefore, that cuts me out of the vegan peoples, but I support them. And
Oh,
I would have gone because just to see what they could do with the food. That's why I would have gone. Because I have had vegan dishes just to try it out, and it's really, really good when it's prepared by like a chef. It's really good.
mhm.
But could I do that myself? No. Again, I'm not trying to think that much.
Well, the ladies seem to have dodged a bullet because Mercy missed the Botswana trip because she said she had diarrhea from eating all of her vegan food that
I
nobody
was
came to.
confused about that. I'm like, what?
That was a
What?
whole lie. That was a whole lie. Wasn't
I'm
nothing
like,
wrong with her.
no. Like, I would want to go to Botswana, to be completely honest.
Not her.
I would go. Granny Lover, she like, can't beat bacon and butter. You sure can't.
Oh
You
my
should.
God, the circle of life.
I mean, vegan, like, cause I think for vegan to be vegan, you really have to be mindful of everything because you can have nothing animal based, nothing. So now you would have to study for that and really be diligent. I'm not that diligent.
You
I'm
know
just
what my
not.
thing is? They're so worried about the poor little animals. But aren't they hearing the plants scream every time they're ripped out of the ground and sliced up? Like, it's the same thing. My mother
I
talked
mean,
to her plants for years.
I get it because of
I'm like,
the
mm.
cruelty and stuff to the animals. I understand. I really do. I love me some aminos, but yeah, for for me to just give up certain things, no, no, I'm like no, I'm not. So, but I support her in her veganism. If it helps you, like if you have like some medical things where being a vegan helps you, do it. Definitely do it. But like I said, it's just something that would be very difficult for me to do on a daily basis.
Oh my gosh.
And they didn't eat. I didn't see them eat anything either. Did we?
No, I didn't see any like I saw the preparation of the food at the village, but I
Right.
didn't see it at the party because they were too busy, I guess, going in on Cristal, and then we saw them dancing after they annihilated her.
And also they didn't eat at who's it? Mercy's little party. I didn't see them eat nothing either.
All she had was a few crudité platters. That's
But
all
they
I
still
saw the
didn't.
caterers come over and do.
But I still didn't eat. But I still didn't. They still didn't eat nothing. But I will say this though.
Well, that's because Madame was going in on Cristal on the private jet from that
True.
night, the night before.
I mean, like if you save money on food, just bring Crystal and talk about the private jet, and you gonna save some money. Really, if you're gonna have a party, if you're gonna have a like seriously, if you're gonna have a party, all you need is some flatbreads and some meat and cheeses and Cristal, and y'all can just talk about the private jet, and you can save on food costs. We ain't got to have no fancy dinner. No, this we just gonna hammer you on this. This is gonna take up our time.
But remember at the dinner, the birthday dinner,
Okay.
Christelle's argument was going way, way less. And when she started to twist it and turn it over to Naledi, saying that the reason why she talked about a Lear jet was because she was giving a hint to Naledi to hire a jet or organize the transportation.
My thing is this, like this, like, ma'am, you just need to take that L and let it go. Just, just do one of these. Actually, do two because
It was
every lie you tell,
painful. It was painful.
every lie you tell, you just add this, just add this. You can add this one. You can add this one. Just add a whole bunch of L's because you every time you open your mouth, you lie. Stop it.
And what did you think? Like she kept on saying like that phrase. It was irking me, and I was so glad when the lady spoke up and she was like, "You people and those people." She kept on saying that
Saying that,
in reference to the ladies that she was sitting
right.
with. And Naledi was the only one who spoke up and said, that's going to be the last time you're going to say that because I don't know if you know, but I'm letting you know now. That is derogatory.
I was with her 100%, and I was
Mm-hmm.
disappointed that the other elder ladies didn't say anything to Crystal about that. I was like, y'all not gonna say anything about that? Oh, okay. And then when the lady said, I'm like, see, I'm glad you said it, but you shouldn't have been the one that said it. And
Madame,
then what made
I think she noticed it. Madame noticed it. But Madame wasn't going to give her the courtesy of a warning. Madame was just going to slap her because that's what Madame said.
right. But if
Mm-hmm.
you remember when my mom was sitting there, she's like, I don't think she meant it in that way, but like she was but she knew what was up. Madame knew what was up. So
Yeah.
I like I like this franchise a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like we're only like what 33 minutes in,
Mm-hmm.
and we've already completed the whole show. It's just they
Yeah.
tell the stories so well. Do you know what it is? Have you really noticed like nothing's been drawn out, and that's why it's so good.
Yep. Yeah, like and again, I think this is like first season. They're green. They're raw. Like they haven't learned all the tricks of the game. And I- and they just talk about wealth in a way that I'm not accustomed to. And
They're honest.
yes, they are bougie, and I love it. I
So you know what?
love it.
You know what it is? Like this in Vancouver, you know what it is? It's what we expect from Real Housewives. This is what we want to see, like stuff that we would never see. Like we probably would never run across these people in our real lives. So
Mhm.
they're entertaining to us, and to see how they just spend money um, ridiculously. Like every time they spend money, I'm like, oh, I know what I would do with that. I would buy this. I like doing that. But they're fun. They're funny. They're cool. Um, they they're honest. Like they're not afraid to be rich. Well, it's easy
Mhm.
not to be afraid when you are rich. So like this just is what I expect. Like I'm not expecting to see like Gina's like 3 bedroom condo.
Wait, speaking of bedrooms, there's another reason why I want Madame to smack Cristal. When she came over for the vegan event, she went to look for the bathroom and went in a bedroom and then started
Maybe,
talking and saying that she
no,
need to clean her house. What?
yes. I was like, you did what? Like when you go into
Ah,
someone's house, you just don't go hunting for a bathroom. You ask either one of their house managers or one of their house staff, or you ask them like, hey, may I use your restroom? Where is it? And you let them take you. You don't just be opening doors.
better yet, I wouldn't trust somebody like Cristal roaming around my mansion unattended. I
Could
would
you
have
imagine?
somebody escort her, wait, and bring her back.
Yeah,
Wait, Pearl, she went into
exactly.
multiple bedrooms, Pearl? Oh
Yeah,
my
Mercy and
God.
Madame's.
That was so rude to me. And then she's talking about it on TV saying, you know, her house is immaculate. Why doesn't she try cleaning her bedrooms? Really? What are you doing in her bedrooms?
Right.
What were you going
Exactly.
in there for? I'm sure that Madame has a half bath, somewhere. Where were you going?
Exactly. Crystal can't like she annoys me, but you know what? I feel that she's necessary to this show. I just feel she's necessary. She gives me like Kim Zolciak like 10.0 because she has her own money, her own house, and she's married to the younger man.
But
So
wait, she also had you got to know her a little bit better. We met her son. It's a son that she has.
the little boy, what's his name,
Yeah,
Nikki?
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Nikki, Eddie. It's a
No,
E.
Eddie's the
So
husband.
or Nikki then. We'll call him Nikki. I think
Mhm.
it's his name. So
And
oh
he
Pearl,
has
we're only
special
on
needs. Oh, sorry.
hey Pearl, we're only on episode 2.
The dinner
So
fight, or
I
is
think
that
dinner
the
fights the
birthday
next episode.
party?
The dinner fights the next episode.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Is that when we're at Cristal's house?
We're at somebody's house. And because the lady like says you're rude, have a nice life.
Hmm. I I find the women confrontational, um, but verbally confrontational. Like they don't
Right.
hold their tongue. They speak their piece and they move on. Um, I'm just grateful to have new content because I'm kind of bored with what we're seeing here. And I know it has to do with the pandemic and all of that, but I'm just really hungry for something different. And this and Vancouver gives me what I'm craving. It really
Mm-hmm.
does. And I think it's because
Yeah.
it's pre-COVID filming, because like these shows are from like 2018, I think.
2018ish, yeah.
Yeah. And so, and again, like I always love to see the first season of these shows because everyone is just so green. It's lovely. I
It's a
think
lot
that
of
was
fun.
it. Yeah, I
That
think
was
that's
it.
it.
Like,
Do you
but this
want
just
to
shows you how
do?
good. Okay,
Mhm,
this just shows you how good the content is. To where
mhm,
um we've given commentary, done a recap,
mhm.
and we're pretty much done. We have 20 minutes, about 20 minutes left.
Do you want to do a
So
quick summary of My
yeah,
Big Fat Fabulous Life and
oh yeah,
Plathville?
we can. Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely. Whitney
for
annoyed me again.
yeah, like I broke this down. Like Chase breaks up with her on the phone. She takes it very hard.
Mm,
Buddy comes to stay with her and listen to her whine and moan.
mm,
Um Ryan is a butthole. Whitney's friends do a drive-by birthday for her. Chase asks Whitney to meet with him in person. Um and after speaking with Heather and Buddy, she decides to go and meet Chase in person for closure. Boom. That's
yep,
the
that was it. That was the episode. That's it. That's all.
and I should
You,
have bet you because I told you they were gonna milk that in person meeting.
you did. Yeah, I held out
Called
hope,
it.
but you were right.
Called it.
My whole thing with Ryan is this: I would never want to be in that position, ever.
Ryan
It's the
knew.
worst.
I feel he knew.
He said he found out a day before.
And then in the confessional 2 or 3 days before, he lying. He knew that Chase was doing dirty on her.
Right. He knew.
Mm-hmm.
By Elsa. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's just that's why you don't introduce your friends to your best friend. Like you don't introduce your business to your friends. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Yeah.
put yourself in a bad position. I agree with you. Chase was using Whitney for clout. It's just call a thing. He was using her for promotion. Um, Whitney was desperate, so I blame him more than her. But she carries some of the blame because I really feel, and I hope people understand where I'm coming from. Her own insecurities led to her being in this situation because I really feel that if she were more confident, she would have told him like, "Well, it's a little bit soon, so I'm going to have to turn down your engagement. We still need to learn more about each other." But due to her own like insecurities and her own like issues with herself, she's like, "Oh my god, this man really wants to marry me. Like he must really love me." Yes, and I'm like, no. And all of her friends, like typically within a group of friends, everyone doesn't agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that means people, no one, everyone doesn't agree. But when everybody around you agrees that you're moving too fast,
Mm-hmm.
you need to take a step back and look at the picture as a whole. And she was just, like I said, her own issues led to her putting herself in this bad situation. Because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even watched the show. I've seen a couple episodes over the years, and I'm like, even to me, this doesn't sound good. Like the
Mm-hmm.
timeline and all this stuff. And then, like, your friends are looking at you kind of sideways. But here's the thing, and this is where she failed. The simple fact that Ryan did not know that Chase was planning to propose, and then they are best friends. To me, that was the biggest red flag of them all. Am I off track here? With my
You know what? Now that you're saying that, it's making me wonder if Ryan and Chase had a plan all along, and then Chase deviated by going and proposing to her. That wasn't supposed to be part of the plan because if it was, why didn't Ryan know? They're best friends. Ryan knew
right.
about him carrying on with this other woman behind Whitney's back. He knew about that.
What the baby the side piece?
Mhm.
I think he knew about the side piece. I like as much as I don't want to think people are that mean or whatever. He kind of knew the side piece. You knew somewhere.
Mhm.
But then the whole wedding thing, that one took Ryan by. He's like, "What you doing?"
Exactly. And that's why I feel they had a plan regarding Whitney, but Chase deviated from that plan by proposing.
Yeah, that was
It's
dumb.
just messy. It's just really, really messy. And okay, like I can understand, like she's 36. I can understand, like at that age, the clock starts ticking and you
Hmm.
hear it super loud. And,
Hmm.
you know, you think you have time, but you don't. You
Hmm.
see others having
Yeah.
children, getting married. You want that too, you know. eh, I, but she let that ticking clock
Right.
let her make bad decisions,
Yes. Her
rushed
like
decisions.
yeah, her
Like she didn't know this
desperation.
guy.
Yes.
And if you're saying, "Oh, but he's Ryan's friend," you didn't know Ryan neither. He's a
Right.
butthole. Oh my god.
He's the typical quote unquote douchebag, and
Mhm.
that's why he's so annoying. But I don't mind him as much as other douchebags I've seen on TV. So, but I hope she recovers off of this. She annoyed me for a second episode in a row. So yeah,
Did you see
hopefully she does
Buddy's
better.
face every time she was crying? He would just be like, "Oh my god." Like
Right.
even like he's only there for free room and board, quite honestly.
Correct.
Oh, you're up early or late.
I have to. I
You
think
have to?
because of both of you. Very soon I
Wow.
should be invoicing you. I
Who?
think both of you.
What did we say? What was
So
wrong?
when you're talking about the clock ticking and everything, I'm
Mhm.
like, put the clock outside. It doesn't have to tick.
Most people with common sense do
I'm
put the clock
frozen.
outside.
Anti.
No, you're still
No.
good. You're good. You're not frozen.
Oh, okay. Because you frozen my part. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's raining over here, so that's why the connectivity can end up sucking. So, with her and her clock, she should
Uh-huh.
put the clock outside instead of making a mess of herself. She needs to go put the clock outside and stop listening to it ticking,
Yeah.
because that's a whole lot of mess that you don't need for yourself. And the buddy knew, the friend knew, Ryan knew,
Yeah.
like the way he was behaving,
Yeah.
he knew something was up, and he
Mhm.
knew um, I think he knew the game plan, but I think the game plan changed along the way.
Mhm.
I don't think Chase was supposed to. I agree with Debbie. I don't think
Thank you,
Chase was
Trey.
supposed
Hi.
to go.
Hi.
Hi, Ablo. Um, my internet. Just give me a second. I'm coming back. My internet
Okay.
is acting up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Ablavi, what you
Hey,
cooking?
Bobby.
oh, what am I? I liked it. So I'm a little bit confused. The girl who is from Botswana, she said her mother is Botswanan, her dad is South African, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I can't remember what she said, but I think I know where you're going with this, but I didn't want to say
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
We gotta say it.
well,
Her dad's white,
we
right?
have to say it.
it.
We all thought it.
Is
We
her
all.
dad white?
I'm
Because
with you.
I haven't seen the dad, and I'm like, you're obviously mixed, you know.
Mhm.
Very mixed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
guys. Give me two
no,
seconds. My
I
apologies.
love this episode because the next episode is going to be even worse. But I love this episode because it got to show like like because you know in America when we see Africa it's always so poor and not just so poor but they always show like the ruralest area. So I was glad that this time they show like beautiful landscape and not just
Mhm.
the poor areas.
Yeah, I am enjoying this thoroughly. Like I like to travel and this is fulfilling that for me. I've never been to South Africa or the African continent ever.
Oh my god,
So
you gotta go.
this I know, but when am I going to get out of quarantine? Like I don't
Well,
know.
let's hope 2022.
Okay, I'm good. I can celebrate my 50th again 2 years from now.
Let them get this out of their system next year and then go the year after.
Yes. Let me get my COVID-19 shot and then I'll get all the other shots that you said I have to get to go to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl, Gatatua, welcome my friends.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, got the tour. What happened to your camera?
Sorry, I think because of the rain, I have to sacrifice one, either the picture or the audio.
All right. Well, we need the audio, so
Exactly. Hi, Jamal.
Hey, what's going on? I'm just doing some quick research. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
oh right. I only just watched Johannesburg like last month for the first
Mm-hmm.
time, so I'm not rewatching it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the memory is still a bit fresh for me. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what did you guys? I joined the chat really late. But what did you guys think about the whole jet versus school bus versus hotel saga?
Kim is a whole nasty liar. She really is. She did not do her research. She thought she was just going to be Miss I'm better than you people. And yes, she says that in an insulting way and not in, oh my God, but you are my people. No, that was some BS. She's insulting all of them.
She is, and she keeps going on. And the thing about Crystal, whatever her name is, the thing about her is that she says some ignorant stuff, and then she finds a way to justify it.
No, I find that she makes it worse. She doesn't justify anything other than her ignorance. She makes it
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
does. She makes herself seem. She's one of those people where you don't know if they're just ignorant or they are using that as a disguise. If they're just that dumb or if they're, how Judge Judy says it. You're either playing dumb or it's not an act, sort
Mm-hmm.
of thing. Where is it an act or is she really that? Does she really have like some racist tendencies there, or is it just a complete blonde moment or whatever? But
I think she's both.
but at the same time, I feel like there is a level of intelligence in Crystal that she's one of those people that I think she knows exactly what she's doing, sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And then she
Mm-hmm.
tries to make it seem like, oh, she didn't know about that. But I mean, she's a successful woman. She's a lawyer. If she was a partner in a firm, she didn't do it by being an airhead, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a level of intellect there, but she's covering it up in ignorance.
Yeah, I think she's very calculated in a lot of things that she does in order to fan flames. I think she knows what her role is on this show
Yeah.
and she's working it well. But on the other side, when she does things like this in an effort to try to be superior to these ladies,
Mm.
she's not coming over as doing the work. Like it would have been so easy if before you went to the wedding to say, let me go on my phone and Google what the nearest airport is and if they have a private airport or something like that. You can do that. You can do that. If you're accustomed to taking private jets, you also look and see where the private airports are.
But you know
But
what? I would
sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
no. Let me just to conclude. Like I would have believed her with that whole. I was joking about the Learjet thing, if she had said immediately, "Oh, guys, I'm joking," you know,
Exactly.
because you can. It's
Exactly.
you. That would have been like a funny joke kind of thing. Oh, I'm going with my jet. You guys can drive there, sort of thing. But she let it linger on and on and on. I think she
Mm-hmm.
probably thought she could until she did her research and found out that she couldn't, and then she came back and backpedaled and said, "Oh, I was joking," sort of thing. But yeah, go on,
Mm-mm.
get to her.
I feel her role in this whole thing is to play the stereotypical white South African, if you get what I mean. Like she has to portray some bits of racism
Mm-hmm.
so that the ladies, it can be the blacks against the white.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's the role she's supposed to play, and sometimes she plays it too well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel she's not, she's blonde maybe on some social cues and norms, but she's not. She's a smart. She's a smart lady. She's a smart cookie.
Yeah.
But then I also feel her level of socialization is very minimal. Like I think her friends are like Larika, who are not offering her a lot of variety in who she's interacting with. And I feel her friends are those friends that keep telling you that you're always right, the rest of the world is what is wrong, but you're always right. So when you look at that dynamic, I feel she's not, I wouldn't call her blonde, but I would say maybe she's just playing along with the stereotype of what a typical white South African would be.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? Because if you go
Yeah.
into the whole apartheid thing, then it would, I don't know, it would make kind of sense because I'm looking at her from that perspective.
But that's sort of like playing with fire, I would say, with the because appetite is just so raw and
Mm-hmm.
so much closer to today than say segregation or anything else.
Correct.
And so I just think that if you're going to hire someone specifically for that role, then you are asking for, I mean, it might be entertaining television up to a point where it might go overboard
Mm-hmm.
because it's still a sensitive subject and it's still
But
a
I
bone
think
of
that's the
contention.
perfect subject for a reality show to have as part of their draw, because it is still so, it's within their recent past. It's still raw, it's still fresh, and she's a trigger for a lot of people. I think they picked very well. I think they picked very, very, very well. Um, and I think because she's a lawyer, hopefully she will know how far she can go without stepping over the line.
But she
And
has to
I,
be careful because all that needs to happen is one incident, and then like here you have protesting, and then she's out of a show because of what she said, or somebody just takes something too far. Like I don't
Mhm.
think that's a game you really want to play.
Yeah, I'm with Ablavi on
I
that.
think, yeah, I agree with you, and I think the other ladies, really put her in check when she's almost about to cross a
Mhm.
line. They
Mhm.
try to put her in check, and the lady on this one was like, "You cannot keep on saying you people. That's not an acceptable term to call people. It is not you people. You call me either by my name or you say nothing to me. So go over there." And yeah, I guess they try to keep her in check so that she doesn't go overboard, because I feel maybe they understand what her role in the show is. Because you can, when she goes out of the lamb and tries to become very racist, you always see either Madame or Marcy create some different sort of drama so that we are moving away from that aspect of she's about to cross the line. I don't know whether you see that.
I think Madame is dismissive of her normally, but I think Madame's front slipped a bit at the airport when she had a wind up flying commercial, and then the little minivan showed up to take them the remaining 3 hours to the village. Like, she was over it with her. She really was. But normally Madame is very dismissive of her and says her piece in the confessionals, which is very cute.
Yeah, but then the other thing with the whole flying commercial and taking a van and the hotel and everything, these ladies have a capability of upgrading themselves. When you get to the
Mhm.
airport, you can upgrade your flight to first class. When you get there and you see the sort of transport you've been given is a school van, you can upgrade it to whatever you want because you have the liberty to. I feel they were also being a bit petty because they are rich, they have the capability to do the
Yes.
upgrade, and I wouldn't trust Crystal to plan anything for me. Like I will have a backup if she's the one who's doing the planning.
No, I disagree with you, Gatitora. I disagree with you completely. Christelle took it upon herself to make herself the organizer of this trip. No one asked her, no one expected it from her, but she felt the need that she to make up for claiming that she had a jet. you're right. All these women have their resources, right? They can all plan a flight. They can all organize like a nice drive in a
Mm-hmm.
limousine or something,
Mm-hmm.
all the way to Botswana. But Crystal, for whatever reason, wanted to organize this. And they said, okay, they look at Crystal, they look at her big house and her fancy cars and think, okay, she's going to give us a good time. I mean, I could have organized a better trip than that. I mean, my goodness, that minibus was like,
As in, my
I,
thinking is this, Paul.
with my little, money, I could have gotten a much better ride from Johannesburg to Botswana.
They
And
could have Uber.
also about the flight. Now, I like I can imagine the plane size that they took from Johannesburg to Botswana. And not every plane has got first class. So if it's one of those that
Most probably it was a Boeing.
you think so, just from Botswana to
Yes,
Johannesburg.
because Botswana, as in, okay, the way that's the other thing that I had a problem with. The way they showed Botswana. Botswana is it's not a very tiny place. It has an airport. We have flights that come from Nairobi to Botswana, and we take normal planes. So you have a
Because
plane that has a first class economy and everything. So I don't know. South Africans also travel there. So I'm trying to imagine there would be in a normal typical plane.
my friend is Ugandan, right? And when her family were going to Uganda, they had to take the tiniest airplane from Kenya to Uganda. And her husband is
But you
Nigerian,
see,
right? And he was like, I am not getting on this plane. I don't know where I'm going to put my feet.
if
It,
you
so, and
it
also,
this is the thing. If you're taking a flight from an international airport, if I was to leave from my international airport from here to any country, most probably I would be given a Boeing, unless I'm chartering a plane. If I am leaving from a smaller sized airstrip or airport or private airport, I would then get those tiny, the Cessnas and everything. So it depends where they were coming from, one. But if you were leaving from South Africa and from the international airport in South Africa, and you're going to Botswana and you're going to the capital, and that means you're also going to its international airport, it means you have to take a proper flight because no one is about to kill themselves in those tiny planes.
no, but to be honest, even in Europe, right, traveling from one country to another, you don't get a Boeing. You get a nice, even if it's an Air France or whatever, British Airways, you get a tiny British Airways flight. You don't get the big planes just to travel an hour or an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in here. I tend to agree with Pearl on this one. It all depends on the route, how long the flight is, and how many times a day do they have flights. Because from Miami or Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas, you're getting on a twin prop, and that's a quick flight. Um, if you're going from Miami to LA, you're going to be on a proper plane. It just depends on the load, the frequency of the flights per day, and how far the flight, how long the flight is. So I don't know, like they didn't give us a long enough clip of them in the airplane to see. Um, I don't think they were in first class though. The seats didn't look big enough.
I Okay, then if that's the case, then I understand. But I'm trying to imagine in like I'm putting it in my perspective. If I was to leave my country, if I was going to another uh city or something, I would get the tiny plane. But if I was leaving the country to go to another country, most of the times you're given a Boeing. Because it has many stops and whatnot. Because that's how our national airline works. Like if it's going to South Africa, it will make a stop in Zimbabwe, it will make a stop in Ethiopia. So you will have several layovers. So if they were coming from like a place to a 1 hour, 1.5 hours, maybe they got the tiny ones that don't have first class. It's just the economy, and that's the whole entire plane.
I
And
think that's what it is.
twin props can seat, 40 or 50 people. It doesn't have to be like the 8-seater, it could be it could be one of the larger twin props, just not
Yeah.
like a full-on jet.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Then
been meaning to ask.
Mhm.
Sorry, Gatito, I've been meaning to ask you, where are you from?
from Nairobi.
From Nairobi.
Kenya.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And
Okay.
about your friend who was going to Uganda, most
Yeah,
probably they just wanted to pay the lesser amount. Because the cheaper
probably.
it is, the weirder the plane.
No, they probably did because, like I said, my friend is from Uganda and her husband is from Nigeria, and so they were doing like this whole thing of they had just had their son and they wanted to go and visit the families. So they flew from the UK to Nigeria, and then they went from Nigeria to Kenya, from Kenya to Uganda, and then from Uganda back to the UK, I think. So it
Mhm.
wasn't a straightforward journey. So I'm sure they were trying to be economical as well.
Definitely.
But
Oh my
yeah,
God. So what else should we be looking out for in the next episode? Because someone said something about a fight at a dinner.
Can we
oh
Yes.
yeah,
oh with
What
the
was that,
next episode?
Ablavi?
I'm sorry, I have to talk about Madame, and we have to.
Mhm.
I'm starting to question her and the whole. I always want to call her Kim, but I know that's not her name.
Crystal?
Carrie, Crystal.
Crystal. Crystal.
My biggest problem with Madame is I don't like the way Crystal talks to people, and particularly the African Americans on that show. And I think Madame doesn't have a problem with it unless it's directed at her. And so
there's
that
no
was,
African American there.
huh? I'm sorry, I
They're
don't
not.
like it's just force of habit. I don't like how she's talking to the native South Africans.
Just the
And
Africans, yeah.
East Africans. Oh, that's right, because she's not even South. Okay, we're talking about that. Is that girl mixed?
No, she's
What girl?
African. She's South African.
Who
So
girl?
her
You
dad
mean
is like,
the lady?
I think she's talking about Crystal.
not
No.
Crystal. No.
The
Naledi.
lady.
The lady, yeah.
Yeah.
Naledi is Botswana. It's
Well,
from
I think
Botswana.
mixed.
Her dad. No, her dad's South African. I just looked it up.
Ah.
Considering the complexion of her mom and her complexion, her dad's definitely white. So whatever
But yeah,
nationality, I'm not sure of, but she's definitely mixed.
Yeah, but maybe the dad is what are they called? African?
Oh, he
That's
could be, yeah.
that's a white version of South Africans.
well, I mean, there's no, we're not even gonna get into that. But I just think that Madame is she's just, I think she picks and chooses when she wants to get offended. And I also think her daughter Missy, okay, I know I'm not the only one that sees this. Is it me, or do her arms and the rest of her body don't fit? Like her
It's
arms are tiny.
no, it's the boobs. I love
Okay.
it. It's the big boobs. They just
I
occupy
think
the whole
it's
screen.
I think it's not just the boobs. I think also the spacing between her boobs. It's like the two separate entities.
Her
Because it's
boobs
a
are
very
quite
big, huh?
her boobs are quite peculiar. I've never seen boobs so upright.
Exactly. Like even the cleavage doesn't make sense. It's
It's
like two separate entities.
I mean, like, who is her doctor? Because they are so upright, like literally they're standing at attention.
But what if she recently got them done and they haven't like settled and dropped yet?
No, even if you look at her, because she's doing something else with her mom, it's still worse. It's not even far apart. I literally can fit my whole entire arm through without touching any part of the boobies on either side.
It's where they're placed. The way they're placed.
I don't know. Maybe she was looking for an extra exaggerated cleavage and it didn't work out. I don't know.
Probably.
She's
love how
an
you say that.
interesting
Extra
individual, though.
cleavage.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds, yeah, cleavage sounds so much better than breasticles
Or Tata.
or
I
tatas.
think we lost Jamal in this talk.
Oh.
Then for the vegan party, I wouldn't go. Like even if I was to go, I would pass maybe through like KFC or something and come with my own food and put it in the handbag so that when we are being served the meal, I'm just snatching out my chicken wing and biting it and then putting it back,
No,
wiping my mouth.
I'm still here because I'm like they're white.
But if you bring KFC, you're gonna have to bring enough for everybody because
No,
Me and you will
everyone.
wind up fighting over your wing if I'm left to like eat, I don't know, corn and grass or whatever it is that she's serving.
Hey, vegan food is delicious.
It
Not for
has
an
its
African.
time
No,
and place.
Ablavi, vegan food, where you are, okay. Vegan food in Africa, we are thinking it has no meat, has no taste, has no salt, has nothing. That's what we are thinking in our head.
It's actually
Going
an
into the
insult.
pot.
It's actually an insult to serve someone without meat in a lot of cultures.
Yeah, it makes you look like as if you're poor.
Yeah, it's like serving someone with meat is like giving them your best, and it's like a form of honoring that person.
Oh.
So
Maria, okay,
when
guys, Maria has it right. Popeyes. She's got it
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
yes.
Popeyes with the biscuits and the
With
honey.
the
Don't play.
biscuit and the coleslaw.
And the red beans and
Mm.
rice are the best.
I could skip that.
No,
So
no, no,
when
no.
so when you come to an African homestead and you're not served meat, just know we're not valuing you
yeah,
at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it
yeah,
has to have meat. Even if it is just one piece, there has to be meat.
because vegetables are so cheap, so they're like
Yeah.
seen as like anybody can like it's poor man's food almost like. But then it's even if it's made by some gourmet chef, but then throw in like a bush meat in there, and you're good.
Hmm.
You have more respect.
And also, if we serve you like normally we call them cereals like beans and peas and whatnot.
Mhm.
We like literally you're lower than if someone was just serving you vegetables.
Wait, beans are even lower than vegetables?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
Like
love me a lentil.
I like seeing how when you go to sorry to use this word, when you go to a white person's home and they give you corn on a cob and that's supposed to be a meal or part of a meal.
How is that a meal?
Yeah, how's the yeah.
No, as in when they're serving when you go to a Thanksgiving dinner in someone's house and corn on a cob, there's corn on a cob, there's French beans and carrots and everything, that whole selection and some mashed potatoes here and there. For us, we'll eat that and then we're like, okay, so where's the meal?
Where's the main meal?
Yeah, because corn on the cob, that is a snack. And
No,
we put
corn on the
some
cob is
lemon
street.
in it.
That's street food. Like literally, you walk on the
Exactly.
street.
Like you buy it
Yeah,
in small pieces.
Yeah,
It can be cut into smaller pieces.
yeah.
exactly. And
Roast
you get it for
corn,
pennies. Oh
you
Yes.
yeah,
get that on the street. That is
yeah,
street food in Barbados, roast corn. Oh,
yeah. I love it.
Yeah. And then rice and beans. Rice and beans is food we eat when we are in high school, which is supposed to be like, shady food. So if someone serves you rice and beans, that's how I'm regarding you.
But I just love. Oh, hold on, sorry. I just love how Missy really thinks that being a vegan is a career. Like she out here saying like being a vegan is a career. Like when did this happen?
it's her whole storyline. She has nothing else to give.
It really,
It's
yeah.
sad.
No, she's a vegan and Madame sidekick. That's it. That's all she's got.
What
Madame's
does
carrying her this whole show.
what does she
Yes.
do
Yeah.
for a living?
But
She
She's
Ablavi,
a vegan, Ablavi. That's what she does.
Yeah,
Ablavi, she's a vegan.
and
she's an
dates
entrepreneur.
politicians.
Yeah, she's an entrepreneur for politicians.
She's a whopreneur.
Oh,
You know what? The interesting one is who's the Sharice of Johannesburg? What's her name?
brunette, I would say.
I'd say the other one, the one who talks a lot. What's her name?
Lindy.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Oh
Lindy. She's
Yeah.
no, she's too boring to be Cherise.
Sharice is boring.
Charisse was. Did you see Charisse in season 1? She was boring in
yeah.
her first season.
Was she?
All
Yeah.
Sharice did was brag about her husband who left her already and had filed for divorce. She bragged about that champagne room in that house that she had to sell because he wasn't going to pay her a settlement or alimony. Yeah, like that's how I see Lindy. Lindy is
I
the
do
Sharice.
too.
No, I see Landy as the Schwan or whatever her name was from Atlanta
Oh,
season one.
Deshauna.
Deshaun.
Yeah.
Fun.
No, who I love. I like Missy. I like the DJ's wife. I cannot remember her name. The half
Naledi.
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 Levy. We're gonna do Levy.
Wait, who's Missy?
Mercy. She means
Oh,
Mercy.
mercy.
Mercy. Like, wait a minute.
I knew it was one of the. Listen, I'll get the names eventually.
Me too. Me too.
Mercy. Does Mercy have like a boyfriend at the like? What is? How old is Mercy? Like, I can't tell you anything about Mercy. Like, what's up with her? Who's she dating? Who? She's one of the girls that's on the at the night circuit. So who does she date? You know?
I
Politician.
think she had a boyfriend at one
Politician,
point.
right?
At least no one who's willing to acknowledge her.
And no one who's willing to be in front of a camera. You'll just hear about my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, but never
Yeah.
see them.
Never see them.
So she
That
has
means
a
she's a
boyfriend
sidekick.
She has a
Side
boyfriend
chick.
after 8. Damn.
Yeah. And I think she's supposed to be between 26 or 28 or something like that.
That's a
I thought she
hard
was
26 to 28.
I thought she was 30. I would have gone for 30.
No, I thought
31.
she was younger than 30 because I saw somewhere she was just doing her 32nd birthday this year. So I
Okay.
thought she was younger than 30. But I don't know.
Wait,
no,
if she was 32 this year, that makes her 30 when we were filming or
No,
showing.
the show is an older show. It's about
2018. So if they filmed in 17, then she was 29.
yeah, maybe yeah. There, I guess I don't know.
I like this show. Crystal is, it reminds me of Kim down to her awful blonde hair. I mean, she clearly lied and she was embarrassed, and then the you people thing is going to drive me berserk.
It doesn't go away, I love it. It doesn't go away. That's the annoying
And let
bit.
me ask you something. Why is her hairstyle so dated? It's like in the 80s. Like, it seems like she puts in extensions, but they don't match her hair. Or maybe she just likes like that mullet look. It looks bizarre to me.
Nothing about Christelle matches the amount of money she tries to tell us she has or the house that she lives in. Her clothes don't match. Her clothes look very old, very grandma-ish. Her shoes that she claims she has the biggest collection. I have not seen any shoes on her feet that are, anything decent. And she claims, she gives you this impression that because I live in this palace, I've got all this money, but it doesn't show on her head to toe at all.
That house look old
But
too.
sometimes let me give you a trick. Like I could have been divorced, but I was given the house, but I wasn't given any other money. I just have the house. So I'm literally poor, but with a very good house.
Probably.
I am beginning to question her access to ready cash. I'm beginning to question that because Eddie brings it up too much and she gets defensive about it. Her house is very dated. I can't wait to hear Ablavi talk about it. And
I gotta go back.
Her overall appearance is like, she said that she admired Dallas from back in the 80s. She seems like she's a relic from back there. Like, I'm just waiting for her to get her Sue Ellen on or something. I don't know.
Now, listen, I haven't dragged her about her house yet because I want to see, next episode is a dragging of the house. We're gonna get to that. It'll be more appropriate in the next episode. But
and then the other thing is, have you noticed the amount of champagne and pho in this international franchise?
Oh yeah.
Like our idea of being rich is you have champagne every day and you have a lot of pho. Yeah, I love it.
It's expensive in South Africa?
It's not like super expensive. It's like what? $50? But then that's what we are thinking to be rich is.
Oh.
But it's
that
not
make
just
sense?
that. It's not just that, Gatitora, because I remember going for a talk with Moet and Shandon, and they said they specifically target countries like Nigeria and South Africa to distribute their wine because there's this whole perception of, if you drink Moet and Shandon or whatever, then you are balling in a way.
Exactly.
And people just like to have it with them. So they specifically target those two markets as one of their biggest distribution points.
For us, it's Bel Air.
Okay, ladies, we're gonna wrap this up because unfortunately it's me today who has to go. So final thoughts from everybody. Pearl, what are your final thoughts on this show and what we have to look forward to?
The show is awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that dinner table thing because Christelle says some other crazy stuff
Mhm,
that really pushes. That's what really pushes Madame over the edge, and
mhm.
I would like to hear everyone's opinion about that. And also, the read that Madame gives her is on point. I want to know what people think about her music as well.
Oh
so,
my God.
so
I'm
yeah.
sure it sounds like, I don't know, squealing wet cats. Gatatua, tell me, what are your thoughts? What do we have to look forward to?
Um, Definitely the next episode because that's when we're having the dinner party at Crystal's house.
Southport.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that, and then also I think also how Madame over the time just keeps not giving a hoot about the rest of the ladies if they don't toe the line or toe her line. There's that. And then I want you to check out from the next episodes moving forward
Mhm.
the way these ladies dress. And then we'll have a discussion on that.
Can I add one more thing, guys?
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, Look out for the shade of foundation on Madame's face in this episode at the dinner table.
Yes.
Oh.
By dressing I mean also the makeup and everything.
Oh my God. No.
And if you
Okay.
get a chance, the shoes too.
So it's a Blobby's turn. I
Yes.
enjoy Johannesburg a lot. I finally
Mhm.
got it. I'm done with season 1. I'm on to season 2. I just got the hey wait, so I'm gonna watch the reunion because I want to see why they didn't do the season. So I'm interested
Mhm.
in it.
Okay. Oh God, I don't have the
Oh,
time. I can
Debbie,
barely
one
fit in
thing.
one episode at a time.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, uh-huh.
One last thing.
Yeah.
For Johannesburg,
Mhm.
the sauciness and the fire in the season 1 doesn't die in season 2. It's still there.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yes, it's just younger. It's
Ah.
the entire cast is younger. They replaced Lendy, Madame with
Mm.
younger people in their 20s and 30s, I think. So
Well,
You know
it's
that's
what
just,
they
cool.
do with
and
this
they replaced it
show?
with some real money. Some
They
real money.
they need to pick women that I can remember their names because I'm gonna struggle with names this season.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle
It's
with
not
season
gonna
two.
happen,
You're gonna
Ablavi.
struggle, Ablavi, with
I
season two.
write
Welcome
down
to Africa.
everything.
We
Yeah.
can give them pseudonames or we can give them like initials for us to easily remember. Like if Crystal reminds you of Kim, so we can call her Kim.
That might work.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Pearl.
Bye
Bye,
everyone.
Jamal. Bye
Gatatua.
Debbie.
Bye.
Bye.
Jamal. Oh my
Because
God. We veered off as usual. I'm sorry.
we just can't help ourselves.
But I learned so much from these gals with this new series. And like a Blavi, I get mixed up with the names. I lose my place. So it's just so nice to be able to talk to somebody who's already watched the series. I get a
Yeah.
little too excited. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good
Mm.
show, and we need
Yeah.
it. We needed it because what they're giving us right now is not working.
Yeah. I said this to you before, but I just did not realize how hungry or thirsty whatever you want to say, I was for like new good content.
I think we
And
all are.
I think our reality TV over here now has become so predictable. We
Hmm.
all can see through the plot line. Um, in a way, yay, I'm learning the tricks of the trade, but boo, I'm not engaged anymore.
And you're not entertained.
Yeah, yeah. So wait, what's tomorrow? Tonight, I'm
Salt Lake
gonna
City
take
should be tomorrow, right?
Salt Lake City. Yes, that's what's on the docket for tomorrow. Is there I don't even remember last week's episode. Damn.
Oh, it's the Met Gala type cocktail party, right?
Oh yes, Jen and
Oh,
Mary. Where she,
right.
Mary throws out Jen. Okay, then it might be good. Might be good. Okay. All right. So, until tomorrow. Thanks everyone for joining us. Please, before you leave, hit the like button or the do not like button. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you have any comments that you want to share with us, please feel free and share in our comment section. And I try to take a look at them as often as possible. We love you for joining in and see you next time.
Bye, guys.